Welcome to the Build Your Private Practice podcast, a space for Canadian therapists who want to support others, make an impact, and build a sustainable practice that works for them too. I'm your host, Leanne Wood, a registered psychotherapist, group practice owner, and business mentor, and I'm here to help you build a private practice that allows you to keep doing the work you love without burning out. Because the people who need your help the most are counting on you, and you deserve a practice that supports you while you support them. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome back to the Build Your Private Practice podcast. I'm Leanne Wood, and today we're diving into a topic that makes a lot of therapists pause: website copy. More specifically, how the words on your website can either build trust with potential clients and lead to bookings, or quietly create confusion and hesitation. Now, I know the word copy might sound like something reserved for marketers or influencers, but the truth is, if you have a website, you're already writing copy, whether you mean to or not. And today, I want to help you look at your website through a completely different lens, because your copy is having a conversation with every single visitor who lands on your site. The question is it the conversation you want it to be? Let's start with something we often don't talk about when it comes to websites: language. Not in a clinical sense and not in a branding sense. I mean the actual words on your homepage, your services page, and your About Me page. Because here's what's true: your website might be someone's very first experience of your work, and just like a first conversation, the words you use will either help someone feel safe or push them away. The purpose of your website isn't to convince anyone, it's not to persuade or pitch. The purpose is to create clarity, to build trust, and to gently help the right people know, yes, this is someone I feel I could work with. And that's why website copy matters. Because it's not just about describing what you do, it's about holding space for someone before they ever reach out. It's giving them a felt sense of your presence through the screen. It's inviting them into a process that may feel vulnerable and deeply personal. When someone lands on your website, they're often already navigating discomfort, anxiety, or self doubt. They're looking for a sense of fit. And your words, the tone, the structure, the clarity can help create that. So, this episode is not about selling your services. It is about showing up clearly and compassionately for the people who need you even before they meet you. So, let's talk about what that can actually look like by walking through 4 specific elements your website copy needs to create a sense of trust and to help the right people take the next step when they're ready. Number 1 is clear problem and promise statements. Right away, usually within the first few seconds of landing on your homepage, your ideal client needs to know 2 things. Number 1, do you understand what I'm going through? And number 2 is, can you help me? That's what I mean by problem and promise. Now, here's an example of a clinical statement that doesn't do this. I provide evidence based psychotherapy to individuals, couples, and families. It's not wrong, but it's vague. It's about you, and it doesn't center the client's pain or their hope. Now, here's a trust building version. You're doing your best, but life feels heavy, and you're tired of holding it all together. I help people who feel overwhelmed find clarity and calm. That's client centered. It's warm, it builds connection, and it makes someone feel seen. Number 2 is relational human language. Your copy should sound like you, like the way you talk in session, not the way you wrote academic papers in grad school. Think about the words your clients use to describe their struggles. Reflect that back in your site. Ditch the jargon, keep it conversational. If your About page sounds like a resume and your services page sounds like a textbook, chances are you're not building the kind of trust that leads to bookings. Your words should feel like an extension of how it feels to work with you. Number three is clear, compassionate calls to action. This one is simple, but is so often missed. Every page on your website should include a next step, not just a contact me button buried at the bottom. I mean intentional, inviting calls to action like book a free 15-minute consultation or learn more about the upcoming group or download my free guide to managing burnout. When people don't know what to do next, they freeze. A strong call to action removes that friction and invites them forward gently and clearly. Number four is addressing concerns before they ask. This is something many therapists avoid, but it's a trust builder. Answer the questions people are too nervous to ask, like what does a session actually look like? Or how long is your wait list? Or what are your rates? And do you offer a sliding scale? The more transparent you are, the more safety you create, and safety is the foundation of trust. When your website is clear, warm, and informative, it creates emotional safety before someone ever speaks to you. And that means by the time they reach out, they already feel more confident, more curious, and more hopeful. They're not wondering if you're the right fit, they're wondering when they can start. And again, this isn't about persuasion, this is about presence. When your website is written with clarity and care, it doesn't just lead to more inquiries, it deepens the relationship before it even begins. And that's the goal. That's the power of trust based copy. So, to bring this full circle, your website is always having a conversation. Whether you're aware of it or not, every word is shaping how people feel about working with you. The question is, are your words building clarity, connection, and trust? Or are they leaving people unsure, overwhelmed, or confused? If your website has been feeling off, or if you haven't looked at it in 6 months, that's okay. This isn't about shame, it's about turning back into alignment. So start small. Review your homepage with fresh eyes and ask yourself, does this sound like me? Would my ideal client feel seen here? And is the next step clear? That's your starting point. And in the next episode, we're going to build on this even more. I'll be sharing 4 key roles your website plays in a scalable practice and how to make sure you're not stuck using it for just one. As always, if you are in a season of growth, moving into clinical supervision, group therapy, digital products, or just wanting more alignment between your practice and your website, know that you don't have to figure it out all alone. That's exactly the kind of strategic support we offer inside Scale Your Practice. Thanks so much for listening today. I'm cheering you on, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Build Your Private Practice podcast. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a fellow Canadian therapist who needs this. And remember, the work you do matters. Keep showing up, keep holding space, and keep building a practice that works for you. If you're looking for practical tools or support to grow your practice with more clarity and confidence, head to buildyourprivatepractice.ca. There's lots waiting for you there. I'll see you next time.